In this video, I'm going to show you how to use MT5 on an Android phone. So I'm using a Samsung Galaxy, and what I've done is I've went to my Google Play Store and I've downloaded the MT5 app to my phone. And then what I've done is I've had to go and log in to link up my broker with the platform. So when you sign up with your broker, you will get an email with your login details, a password and a server. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that you've got the right server so that it links to your account. So to do this, you go to the top left where it says, it's got the 3 lines, it says quotes right now, but you click on that, 3 lines, and then you select manage accounts. And then at the top right, you can see the cross. You click on the cross and you search your broker by using the server name that comes in your email. It has to be exact, it's case sensitive, otherwise you may not be able to link your broker account. So I've already done it for, for ease, for quickness. So you can see it says ACG. So I selected that and then I put in my login details. So you can see there that I've got my demo account. Now, if I want a few more accounts, I can do, and they'll appear underneath the one that's at the top there, and I can just kind of select them and go between them, whichever one that I want to actually use and trade with. So at the bottom, you've got your dashboard. So it's got quotes, charts, trade, history, and messages. So we're going to start with going over what the quotes are. So if you were using a computer, the MT5 or MT4 trading platform, at the top left, it's normally got symbols on market watch. Now on the phone, it's called quotes. They're called quotes rather. And normally there's just a few listed at first. So you normally have to add the ones that you want. And you do this by using the cross symbol at the top right of the screen. So we simply press the cross and we can either type in to search what it is that we're looking for, that we want, and scroll down to see. Or we can just click on the fold and search down that way. And then once we find the one that we want, we can just simply select it. Once you've selected it, you literally go back and you can see that it's appeared at the bottom. So that's how you add a symbol. If you want to delete, you go to the edit, the pencil symbol at the top right, and then you press on the delete on the bin at the top right, and you just simply select the one that you don't want, and then go back to the bin again, press delete, and then it's gone. Now let's say you've got quite a few symbols here and you want the ones that are, the ones that you trade the most at the top. You literally just select where it's got the 3 lines to the left of each currency pair, currency symbol, and you just kind of maneuver it, and that kind of moves it in position. So you can always have your favorites at the top. So going back to obviously the main quotes there, you've also got your currency. You can see the lows and the highs, and then you can probably work out the spread. If you've been trading a while, you can kind of work that out. And then you can also see the spread by the number on the left as well, right here. So before we go on to the charts, if you want to select one of these and open it up as a chart, you can simply select. So you just keep your finger on it, and then you can go down. So you've got new order, chart, properties, depth of market. So right now we're just going to press chart. And then it opens you straight at the chart, and you can see right now pound US. And there's another way you can obviously change the currency pairs on your chart as well by going to the top left. So you can see pound US at the top left. You can just select that, and you can see the same currency pairs that are in your quotes, the ones that you've saved there, and which is probably why it's important to have the ones that you prefer near the top. So let's say we're going to change it to pound JPY. So we'll click on that, and then it changes over. So as you can see right now, you've got your quote currencies, your currency quotes. Down the right hand side, you've got the price there, and then you've got the date and the time along the bottom. Now, if you keep your finger on the quotes and you drag down, it will obviously minimize the chart. And the same if you want to kind of like spread it out a little bit, you can kind of drag it up. Or if you put your 2 fingers in the middle of the screen and pull it away, you're kind of zooming in. And then again, if you put your 2 fingers on the screen and draw towards each other, you're kind of zooming back out again. So we're just going to talk now about using the symbols, changing the time frames, and there's 2 different ways you can do that. So at the top, as you can see, we've got these right here, which also appear if you just touch the middle of the screen. So you've got a blue circle there. So on the blue circle, you can see you've got your minute, your 5 minutes, you've got all your time frames, and you've also got it using this. Oh, using this here as well. So we can just touch that, we can change it to 50 minutes, or we can just tap in the middle of the screen and change it that way too. You've got the crosshair at the top. If you just select that, maneuver that around, and this is really good obviously as well if you want to kind of get out of position and you want to check what the price is for a certain level. That's good to use for that. And if you want to take it off again, you just select it again. So you can do that by the top of the screen, or you can kind of just press the screen anywhere in the middle again, and you can see it right there. You just press it again, turn it off. If you did want to have indicators on your screen, that's this symbol in between the crosshair and the time frame. You just select that, and we can also get it by clicking anywhere in the middle of the screen and pressing it that way as well. Now you just press where it says main chart to the right. You've got an F symbol with a plus sign. If you just click on that, and you can go through and select whatever indicator that you want. When you do select it and you want to delete it, you just press the delete button, select the ones you want to delete, and then remove them. So on the top right of this as well, you've got, you can see where it's got like blue and red, you've got two different symbols. So the first one is actually a button to put in pending orders. So as soon as you select it, it comes up and it says buy limit. So at the bottom, you can see a little bar where it's got a cross, buy limit, SL, TP, and an arrow. So you can kind of click on where it says buy limit if you want to change the order type. And then once you've kind of selected the order type, you can then pop on the stop loss. So I've pressed on the stop loss button, and then I've pressed on the TP, and then what I need to do is just drag them in place. So I've got buy limit might be here, my stop loss will be under, my take profits there, and if I want to have that order in, I just press on the blue arrow at the bottom, and that will pop in my pending order. The one on the right is market executions. That's one-click trading. So you would just click on that. You would kind of choose your lot size by using the arrows or scrolling down to whatever you wanted, and then either pressing the buy or the sell. And we'll just select again to remove that out of the way. The other things that you've got, if you click on the screen again, we'll get that circle back up. We've obviously got the time frames, we've got the indicators, we've got the crosshair, and on this we've got the settings. So if you click on settings, you can kind of like, you can change what it's shown, what shows. So you've got your stop loss, take profit levels. So once you've got a trade in and you don't want to see those levels, you can kind of take that off, keep it on. So you can kind of just have a little look. And what I would suggest is these are just, you know, personal preference. So nothing major is going to happen if, you know, you have a little play around with these. And then also you've got your drawing tools. So if you want to see Fibonacci, which isn't there right now, you can press the cross at the top and you can scroll down and you can see all of your objects in here. And then whatever one you want to use, you just click on it, click on the screen, drag and drop, click on it to secure it, double click. If you want to obviously change the properties to this, you can just kind of highlight it, edit, and then, you know, you can change the colour, you can change the levels. So say you might trade and only have want to use the 50% level, so you can delete the other levels. So it's quite good. You can just go in and edit that. If you want to delete this, you would just go press delete and it's gone. And what I think is really cool about MT5 as well is you can actually have two windows open. So for example, GB, GPY, I can click on, have this image here, I can press new window. So what I've done is I've duplicated it. One's on a 5 minute, one's on a 30 minute. So sometimes this is really good if obviously you always like to see the overall you know, trend and what's happening, but you want a smaller time frame to enter on. So I'll change that one to 1 minute. And I just think that's really, really cool. And if you obviously want to remove one, you just select that again, click on, oh, I'm lying. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. So you've got obviously same currency, but you've got different time frames. But then also, as that's just shown you, you can have different currencies, which is good if you kind of like wanting to wait and check on two at the same time. So when you want to remove them, you just go back to the symbol, click on the one you don't want and just press remove. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for the chart and everything you can kind of do and put on there. And now we're going to go to the trade. So any active or any pending trades will show in here. I'm going to have to put one in and kind of come back to this section in a moment. Then you've got your history. So at the top, you've got positions. So it shows you what positions that I've had in. Obviously, this has just been while I've been recording videos, just on my demo, just to kind of give people an example. But what you can do is you can kind of click on one. You can see, where the stop loss was, if there was any swaps, the commission, the time the trade was opened, and obviously the time that it closed as well. You can go to the orders, which kind of shows you them all. Then you can go to the deals. These are the ones that actually that will show the amount of the profit as well. If I want to say have a look at what I've done this month or this week, I just go to my calendar and I can change it to go to last week. Obviously, this is a brand new account, so it hasn't really got anything other than today. But that's how you would change the calendar. And you can change the order of how you're viewing them. So you can say, well, I want to look at them in order of profit. I want to look at order of, type, buys versus sells. So you can kind of change that, and that's kind of just up to you. And then also you can press the symbol at the top, and I might say I want to just see how much I've made out of all my GB, pound USD trades. So, or you can put all symbols. So I think this is really cool. It's a little bit more in depth than what MT4 offers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the charts. It's 20 to 10, so it's a little bit risky putting a trade in now, but it is a demo account, so I am just going to kind of pop something in and just kind of see how it goes. So what I'm going to do right now is just go to the one-click trading. I don't know if it'll let us do this. That's the lowest it goes on this demo. So I know it's kind of shooting down now a little bit, but doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to literally pop in buy. So this disclaimer, so this is one-click trade. Now personally, I don't like one-click trading where you click it obviously the once and it just enters. I like to have that other box that comes up and says like confirm, just in case you make a mistake. But also when you have a trade in and you want to close partials, you can't do that if you've got one-click trading. So what I'm going to do right now is press cancel. And I'm going to press buy again and buy again. So right now I'm in a buy. Nope. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure I've got a stop loss and I've got to take profit. Now, you wouldn't just do this. You would obviously do risk management, analyze your trade properly, and you would obviously enter in your stop loss and take profit, ideally when you're entering the trade. But if it is something where you're like, I know what the lot size is, I know where I'm going to get out, but just get me in quickly and then I can put it in the right place. Some people do that as well, but just always be careful because price can just kind of shoot one way and then you can kind of get yourself in trouble. So what I want to do is I want to click on the buy, and at the bottom there, I'm going to select stop loss, and I'm going to drag, put this about here. And I'm going to click on take profit. I'm going to put this about here. And then I'm going to press the blue arrow and I'm going to modify that. Done. And then you can see it's all in. It's nearly 10 o'clock and normally spreads and go a little bit wild. So it's probably a worse time to show you this example because the spread's quite big there. If I want to modify the stop loss, I just select it, move it down, and again use that arrow, modify, done. If say I want to close out partials, I can click on it, I can press the close and it brings up the close section. Right now it says close with loss 70 pence, but let's say that said £10 profit and I wanted to take half. I would go up to where my lot size is at the top. This is the smallest this demo account allows, but let's say I could go lower. You would just kind of reduce your lot size so that I would only be closing half, leaving you with the other half in. I'm not going to close it now, I'm just going to go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way so that I don't accidentally buy or sell anything again. And just to show you how this looks on the trading screen. So that is the position I've got open right now. So it shows you how much it's at. I can click on it, and it shows you your stop loss, your take profit, and if obviously I had this overnight, it would show you your swaps there as well. Now I can always modify it this way as well by just clicking on it. I can go to new order if I wanted to put a new order in. If I wanted to, modify the position, and of course if I wanted to close a position as well. And of course you can actually see the chart was something else. See, it was on gold. I could click on this and put it to open it on my charts as well. So there's a few different ways to open the charts. But that really does conclude MT5 on an Android phone. So if there's anything else that you're not too sure about, of course, as always, please reach out to one of the members of your team. Oh, and almost forgot, another way you can enter a trade as well is by this top right, this little plus. And click on that and you can enter it that way as well.